just outside of Chama, New Mexico at the Quinlan Ranch.
Yeah, we've been in the road for 12 hours and we're super excited to be here. We were here about 2 years ago and I shot my first elk. Look how big this is!
They're huge.
He shot a very special mule deer and we're just looking forward to making some more memories together. The Quinlan Ranch is gorgeous. There's mountains, there's plains. It's got everything any hunter could ask for. It's about 20,000 acres covered in game. They've got deer, they have bears, there's a ton of elk. When they're rutting, you never know what's gonna happen. So how I found Quinlan Ranch was through my dad. My dad's been coming here for years and gone on all types of hunts, but the way my dad found Quinlan Ranch was actually through SCI. He had a hard time finding a good elk outfitter. He met up with Quinlan at one of the SCI shows and just hit it off with the guys, and the rest is history.
Keith, how's it going?
And you are?
Nevin.
Nevin, did we meet before?
Oh yeah.
We met a couple of years ago,
About 30
right?
years ago.
My name is Nevin Shippey. I've been guiding here on the Quinlan Ranch for 10 years now, and I'm very excited to hunt with Matti this week.
When I first met Nevin, he was real quiet, and I was like, oh no, he's gonna think I'm nuts, because I'm very loud. But we hit it off. He's hilarious. He knows everything about elk hunting. He's done it for over 30 years. I told Nevin that I wanted a challenging hunt, not only physically, but mentally, and he's gonna give me that.
Right now we're in the fall of the season, the rutting season for the elk, so they're gonna be moving a lot, they're gonna be talking a lot. There's a lot of activity going on out there. It's one of the funnest times to hunt elk. Matti looks kind of soft, so we're gonna put her to the test.
Well, howdy, Nevin.
Hello, Matti.
How are ya?
Good.
Well, we just got to Quinlan Ranch, and per usual, our first stop is the range. We gotta check zero, make sure everything's on, because Nevin is gonna be guiding us, and hopefully we're gonna get lucky. You ready, Daddy?
I'm ready. So we're going to start out with a 300 Win Mag by APF, and hopefully it's still on.
Hopefully.
I bet it is.
All right, this is the elk target from Effective Range Targets. I'm fixing to go on an elk hunt. We're zeroing in to make sure we are good to go to the field. But right here you'll see this is what the vital size is of an elk at 100 yards. If you can group within this ring, you're good to go at 100 yards. But what's unique about this Effective Range Target is that it goes into 200, 300, 4, all the way to 600 yards. And it's got these lines for you. If you're sighted in at 2 inches high at 100 yards, here's where you want to aim to get right in the bullseye. The reason we're sighted in at 2 inches high at 100 yards is because it allows for us to dope better when we're in the field and using a rangefinder to the exact range. All right, so growing up, I always hunted with bolt guns, and modern sporting rifles are relatively new to me. I've hunted with them for the past couple of years, but what I'm really excited about with this gun, it's my first time hunting with it. It's an APF and it's a 300 Win Mag. It's got Timber Creek on it to make it a little bit lighter. I've got a sight marked scope on top. It's a Citadel and it's just real clear and great for getting out at longer distances. This ammunition, this is pretty exciting. This is from Sierra. I hunted with Sierra bullets my entire life, but they now have their own ammunition line. This is the Game Changer. It's a 180 grain bullet, and I'm really excited to put it to the test on an elk. But let's see how we're shooting. Perfect, just where we want to be. Let's go check it out. All right, it is morning one. It is a perfect 50 degrees outside. It feels great, it's beautiful. We're gonna walk up this road in glass and try to find an elk and stock up on them. So we'll see how this goes.
Let's go back around.
Okay.
Get up on top. Make a game plan up there.
Let's do it.
Most of them are going to be bedded in cover. They'll come up out of this water in the mornings and they'll bed in this area here. In the evenings we can catch them coming back out here.
Do they ever cross these ridges?
Yeah, they can come up the ridge and then come up this ridge top here, but yeah, they can go up over. They've got trails. You can see a trail coming down there.
I'm sure. It is sure pretty country. All right, y'all. This is something a lot of people wouldn't show you, but it's real life and we're gonna show you. We have no clue what this elk died of. It doesn't look like he was wounded or anything, but it's a young bull. Mother Nature is beautiful. I mean, look at where we are, but it's also brutal. This should be perfect. All right. We're going along this road and we're glassing. We're listening for bugles. We're trying to come up with a game plan, but for now we just heard a bugle that way. So we're gonna keep walking along this road and hopefully get up on a high point where we can see them. There's all types of action going on out here today. We got a young bull up on the other side of this little valley. He's on the side of the hill. He's just nosing around. Oh, there's another one. What's a good bull? 6x6. This is God's country. Getting out of him, rubbing himself. That's so cool.
Good front sweet backs.
I think it's stuck on him. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's another young guy. They're going down below in that valley. Those two are fighting. His hide's all jacked up. They're getting really close. They're gonna be right on top of us. We just had a ton of action. We came up and we heard some elk up on that other hill and decided to stay put and see if they'd work their way down. They did. It was a nice bachelor group. We had like over 6 elk on us at one point, but they spooked a little bit and took off. They didn't seem that scared, so we're gonna try to head that way and see if we can come up on them before they go to bed.
Everywhere I go, I know that the Lucas products are going to keep my firearms working tip-top shape.
All right, we are fixing to head back into the field, and I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of a tip. These little levers on my Kopfjäger, which has been a huge help for me on this hunt, it totally holds the gun up, but they are kind of hard to open and they'll get real noisy with all the dirt and grime. You can hear that, and elk have great ears, so we'll spray a little CLP on them. It helps lubricate them, and now they're a lot quieter and they're smoother because you don't know, you might have to shoot off a knee, you might have to shoot standing up, and you gotta be able to open these on the fly and make it longer if you need to. So this is just something we use in the field on our guns, but also on equipment. It's safe for guns, it's like WD-40, but safe for guns and for all of your equipment. So I definitely recommend keeping it in your bag because it's a necessity.
Sounds like they're still talking over the ridge, so we'll go after these guys.
they're moving right. Well, as we're watching these elk, the cows are moving around, and all of a sudden, way on the timberline, we see a big bull.
One in the back is a good one. In the middle of the herd. It's a good 6.
Something boogered those elk, and they took off running.
Big one comes through there. I'm going to try to stop them with a cow call. But they're moving fast. They're not going to stop. They're on a stampede. There's the bull coming through there, right there. That one was a good one. We'd have taken him. There's a pile of them.
All right, we had an excellent morning. This morning, we saw a good group of bachelor bulls, and we saw one shooter with a group of cows. And we spooked them, they were running off. Now we're gonna hike in and set up where we think they're gonna come down to a watering hole, maybe do some spot and stalking, and hopefully get lucky. All right, we were sitting over this watering hole, and I'm thinking about my gun. I'm sighted in at 200 yards because typically when you're elk hunting, you're gonna have a longer shot. But this shot probably is gonna be 60 yards. And on the back of my ammo box, it's got the ballistic information. And at 100 yards, if you're zeroed at 200, you're shooting 1.5 inches high. So I'm probably gonna hold under like 2 inches if I get a shot opportunity. And I'm really excited to use this ammo. Sierra's always made bullets, but now they've got their own ammo line. And this is a 180 grain, 300 Win Mag bullet. Shoots great on target, and I'm hoping it's gonna do great on a big bull elk. All right, it is our last morning hunt. We are down to the wire. We've hunted hard, we've been hiking, we've tried hunting over water holes. And if we hear anything and make a game plan and hopefully get tagged out.
He's bigger than we think.
We can hear an elk bugling across this ridge. And he sounds like he's a good bull. So we're just gonna get set up. See if he comes in.
He may pop out. Just set it on there and along the way. Right there, up here.
Right to the left of that big tree. I got a tree right in front of me. I cannot see him.
Take it.
I only have a chest shot.
Shoot him.
I had a perfect shot opportunity, and I had about 3 seconds where this elk was looking at me, and I had a chest shot, and I didn't take it. And I'm kicking myself in the butt because it's the last day, and now I don't know what's gonna happen.
All right, it is our last sit of the entire hunt. We've hunted hard. We've seen a lot of elk, a lot of good elk. Anyways, we're sitting over a water hole. We've got a lot of good game camera pictures here, so we're gonna see if we hear them start talking here in a couple hours, see if anything comes in, maybe hit the ground walking, but we're gonna sit tight. This is a good spot, and I'm feeling good about it, so. There's a cow right there. Do you see her?
Yes.
There's a bull right behind her.
That's a good bull. That's a good bull.
God, he's huge.
Take him. Yes. Solid hits. Oh my God. He's going down. That's a good freaking bull. That is a good bull.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna cry. Oh my God.
That is a good bull.
That is a fantastic bull, and we have worked our butts off for this. I don't know if the whole show is going to show how much we hiked, how much he cow called, but this was well earned. Thank you, Nevin. Seriously.
You are welcome.
Oh, I think he's right there in the water hole. He fell right there, and I am like inconsolably shaking. Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
That
Look at that.
That is a Quinlan Ranch bull elk. Look at the mud in him. Oh my gosh. And he's broke off right here. Oh my goodness. He's absolutely gorgeous. Perfect shot. Both shots were right in the shoulder.
Those were good shots.
Oh my goodness. Folks, if you've never been elk hunting, it is one of the most satisfying hunts you can ever go on. Mentally, physically, it's just, there's no way to describe what I've gone through this week, and I think that every hunter has to have this experience. And we're at the Quinlan Ranch. They have everything that New Mexico has to offer. Beautiful scenery, fantastic guides, and hunts of a lifetime. So give them a call if you're looking to book a hunt. I'm at a loss for words for how grateful I am for this entire experience. So thank y'all for being a part of it and watching, and make sure and take the high road. Growing up with my dad and hunting and spending time outdoors has taught me a lot about life. It's taught me a lot about how to be a responsible and ethical hunter, and just how to be a better marksman.
God, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
It's also taught me that as a hunter, we're always looking for that next great adventure, that next great step in our hunting careers. And for me, a huge step that he opened me up to was coming here to Quinlan Ranch and elk hunting. It challenged me mentally, it challenged me physically, and I think that I'm a better hunter for it, and I think that I'm a better person for it. I've got a greater respect for elk, I've got a greater respect for this beautiful place that we get to call home. And we have to thank people like SCI for giving us these opportunities and conserving this whole experience of hunting for future generations. So I think that if you're a hunter and you're looking for that next great experience and you don't know what it is, look at going elk hunting. Call Quinlan Ranch and see what opportunity you can have here, because it's changed my entire life as a hunter and just as a human being.